At 15, Emily's world was shattered by the sudden loss of her parents. This tragedy thrust her into an unprepared role, the guardian of her younger siblings, Sarah and Max, and the reluctant caretaker of the family restaurant, Mama's Hearth. Once a symbol of familial warmth and joy, the restaurant became a daunting responsibility. Emily's childhood had been a tapestry of loving moments with her parents. Her father, a man of wisdom and kindness, would often take her on long walks, teaching her about the beauty of nature and the importance of resilience. Her mother, a beacon of strength and warmth, spent countless hours with her in the kitchen, passing down family recipes and life lessons with each stir of the pot. These moments, once sources of comfort, now echoed in her mind, a painful reminder of what she had lost. The transition to her new life was jarring. Emily struggled to fill the void left by her parents in the restaurant and her siblings' lives. The responsibility of managing Mama's Hearth was overwhelming. She grappled with financial constraints, the complexities of running a business, and the challenge of keeping her family afloat. The once familiar kitchen felt alien, each task a reminder of her parents' absence. Her vulnerability was most acute in the quiet of the night when the weight of her responsibilities loomed largest. She yearned for her mother's gentle guidance and her father's reassuring presence. The loneliness was palpable, a constant companion in her journey through grief and responsibility. Despite these challenges, Emily's resolve did not waver. She drew strength from the values her parents had instilled in her: resilience, compassion, and determination. She became a pillar of strength for Sarah and Max, nurturing them with the same love and care her parents had shown her. Her journey through the trials of managing Mama's Hearth and raising her siblings was a testament to the enduring impact of her parents' love and teachings. In her moments of doubt and vulnerability, she found courage in their memory, slowly transforming her grief into a source of strength and perseverance. In the wake of her parents' passing, Emily, at just 15, found herself in the dual role of a parent and a provider for her younger siblings, Sarah and Max. The task was daunting, but Emily's love for them was a guiding light in the darkness of their shared loss. She was determined to give them the life her parents had dreamed of, a life full of opportunities and happiness. Emily's days began before dawn and stretched long into the night. She managed Mama's Hearth, the family restaurant, with a dedication beyond mere survival. Every penny she earned was carefully allocated, ensuring that the family's immediate needs were met while also saving for Sarah and Max's education. The restaurant, though demanding, became their lifeline, a symbol of hope and continuity. Sarah, the more academically inclined of the two, showed an early interest in science. Emily would often find her buried in books, her eyes alight with curiosity and wonder. On the other hand, Max had a creative streak, spending hours sketching and painting. Emily encouraged their passions, seeing in them the legacy of their parents' belief in pursuing one's dreams. As they grew, Emily's resolve only strengthened. She balanced her time between the restaurant and helping Sarah and Max with their studies. Nights were often spent at the kitchen table, working through homework or discussing their day. Emily, despite her exhaustion, never let her weariness show. She was their rock, their constant in a world turned upside down. When the time came for university applications, the financial strain was immense. But Emily, through years of hard work and savings, managed to secure enough for their tuition. Sarah went on to study biology, her mind set on becoming a researcher, while Max pursued his passion for art and design. Emily watched them leave for university with pride and trepidation, the house feeling emptier but their futures looking brighter. Throughout their university years, Emily remained their unwavering support system. She attended every parent-teacher meeting, every exhibition of Max's art, and celebrated every academic achievement of Sarah's. Her presence, a constant reminder of their shared journey and sacrifices, fueled their ambitions. Upon graduation, both Sarah and Max found their paths. With her biology degree, Sarah joined a research team, her work contributing to significant scientific discoveries. Max's artistic talents led him to a successful career in graphic design. His creations were admired and sought after. Emily's pride in their achievements knew no bounds. She had kept her promise to her parents and given Sarah and Max the wings to soar. Emily's relentless dedication to her siblings and Mama's Hearth came at a steep personal cost. Over the years, the endless cycle of early mornings and late nights eroded her health. She was so engrossed in the whirlwind of managing the restaurant and caring for Sarah and Max that she scarcely noticed its toll on her. Her once boundless energy started to wane. Mornings became harder. Her body protested every early rise, aching from the lack of rest. Dark circles formed under her eyes, starkly contrasting her once radiant face. She often dismissed her fatigue as a temporary ailment that a good night's sleep could cure, but those nights of adequate rest were few and far between. Emily's diet suffered too. She was so accustomed to putting others' needs before her own that she often skipped meals or settled for quick, less nutritious options. The irony wasn't lost on her. A chef who didn't take time to nourish herself properly. But there was always something more pressing, an order to fill, a supplier to meet, a sibling's need to attend to. Even as Sarah and Max flourished, Emily's health declined. She developed a persistent cough that wouldn't go away, and bouts of dizziness became more frequent. Friends and regular customers expressed concern, but Emily brushed off their worries with a smile, assuring them she was okay. It wasn't until one busy evening at the restaurant, as she juggled 3 orders at once, that her body finally rebelled. A wave of dizziness hit her so hard that she had to grip the counter to keep from falling. The room spun, and the kitchen clamor faded into a distant echo. It was a wake-up call she couldn't ignore. A visit to the doctor brought grim news. Years of neglect she has had led to a weakened immune system and the onset of chronic fatigue. The doctor's words were a stark warning: slow down and take care of herself, or face serious health complications. Emily, who had always been the caretaker, the pillar of strength, was now faced with the harsh reality of her vulnerability. Her body, which she had pushed relentlessly for years, was demanding attention. This time, she couldn't afford to ignore it. The realization that she needed to prioritize her health was not just a choice, but a necessity for survival. Emily's dedication to Mama's Hearth was not just about keeping a business afloat. It was about preserving a legacy. It was a dream come true when she expanded the restaurant into multiple branches. However, amidst her health struggles, troubling reports began to surface about one of the branches. Sales were declining, customer complaints were increasing, and the once buzzing atmosphere seemed to have dulled. In her quest to uncover the root of the problems at one of her Mama's Hearth branches, Emily's incognito visit as a seemingly homeless person was a revelation. Disguised in tattered clothes, her appearance starkly contrasted to the usual clientele. This visit was about to offer her a perspective that would change the course of the branch's future. Upon entering the restaurant, Emily's presence as a disheveled customer was met with disdain, particularly from the manager, Mr. Collins. His gaze swept over her dismissively, a sneer barely concealed. When she sat, he approached her with a condescending tone, suggesting that perhaps she'd be more comfortable elsewhere. Emily, maintaining her disguise, insisted on staying and ordering a meal. Mr. Collins, though reluctantly agreeing, made no effort to hide his impatience and displeasure. Emily observed Mr. Collins's interactions with the staff and other customers as she dined. His demeanor was curt, lacking the warmth and hospitality that were the hallmarks of Mama's Hearth. The staff seemed tense in his presence, their smiles forced, their movements hesitant. His leadership style impacted the restaurant's overall atmosphere. The next day, Emily returned to the branch as herself, the respected owner of Mama's Hearth. The staff, including Mr. Collins, were shocked to see her. She called for an immediate staff meeting, revealing her experience from the previous day. Mr. Collins' face turned pale as he realized the gravity of the situation. Emily addressed the team, her disappointment evident, yet tempered with a resolve to set things right. She turned to Mr. Collins, her words firm and clear. "A leader at Mama's Hearth is expected to embody our respect, kindness, and hospitality values. Unfortunately, you have failed to uphold these principles." Without further ado, she relieved him of his duties, effective immediately. The decision to sack Mr. Collins was difficult but necessary. Emily knew that a change in leadership was crucial to reviving the branch. She spent the next few days interviewing candidates for the manager position, seeking someone who had the requisite skills and shared the ethos of Mama's Hearth. Finally, she found the ideal candidate in Anna, a woman with extensive experience in the hospitality industry and a genuine passion for customer service. Anna's philosophy aligned perfectly with Emily's vision for the restaurant. She was warm, approachable, and had a proven track record of leading with empathy and respect. With Anna at the helm, Emily initiated a complete overhaul of the branch. She organized training sessions for the staff, focusing on customer service, teamwork, and the core values of Mama's Hearth. Anna's leadership brought a new energy to the team. Her approachable nature and willingness to listen and guide transformed the work environment. The change was palpable. Customers began to notice the difference. The staff's smiles were genuine, the service attentive, and the atmosphere welcoming. The food, always a strong point, seemed to taste even better with the improved ambiance. Emily's intervention and the subsequent changes marked a new beginning for the struggling branch. It wasn't just about recovering lost profits, but about restoring the soul of Mama's Hearth. The branch began to thrive, mirroring the success and warmth of the original establishment. Through this experience, Emily reinforced a crucial lesson. The heart of a successful restaurant lies not just in its food, but in the people who run it and the values it upholds. Her decisive actions saved the branch and reaffirmed her commitment to the legacy of Mama's Hearth, a gift of kindness, quality, and community.